The Gauteng Police Commissioner has joined the SAPS in leading Operation Okae Molao in Westbury and Sophia Town tonight. 27 people have been arrested for possession of drugs, while over 50 undocumented people have also been arrested. The operation is aimed at enforcing the police service authority and reducing crime. Now let's go to that operation now. And of course, joining us is the Gauteng Police Commissioner, that's the Provincial Commissioner, Elias Mawela. General Mawela, thank you for joining us at eNCA. The last time we spoke, we were talking of 27 arrests. Maybe give us an update on the latest in the last hour.
Yeah, the arrest for those drugs is still standing at 27, of which 26 is for possession and one was for dealing because of we found a large amount of drugs in the possession of that individual. But again, we did find some drugs in one of the kumbi here, and another individual was arrested, found in possession of a lot of live ammunition, and this individual does not have a license to possess a firearm. And those ones who are driving under the influence of liquor, the number obviously it went up. We are now sitting at 14, and 2 vehicles still removed from the road because of their engine numbers and chassis were tampered with. So coming to the undocumented persons, 51 were arrested in this roadblock alone. But elsewhere, I'm also told that more undocumented persons were arrested by the teams which we have deployed. And the last number which I got is 97 undocumented persons arrested.
Provincial Commissioner, just yesterday, the Gauteng Premier, Panyaza Lesufi, was announcing his cabinet, his executive, and mentioning there the stringent measures that will be taken when it comes to policing around Gauteng. And he spoke of police visibility in every ward, helicopters, and just stringent measures when it comes to tackling crime in Gauteng. I'm wondering, has this been discussed with you as a police in a way forward to tackle crime in the province?
Yes, indeed. The issues which the Premier has spoken about are the things which we are continuously discussing it with our MEC. As you know, that she's one of the person whom we are closely working with on a daily basis. So all those things which were raised by the Premier are the things which we have already raised with the MEC, and some of the things which the MEC have also raised with us. And then we are looking forward to can strengthen the working relationship and ensure that we attend to the Premier's priorities.
And then also there was mention, Provincial Commissioner, of around 6,000 new boots that will be on the ground. Is this sufficient, given, of course, what we're seeing in El Dorado Park? And maybe also give us your plans on tackling the woes that communities such as El Dorado Park face, where we know the murders are very high there.
Yeah, what also excites me with what the Premier has said is that he's going to bring on board other departments who can also do their responsibilities. Remember what is happening in Sophia Town, in El Dorado Park, the Westburys and elsewhere. You know, some of the things, there are identified root causes of those challenges, root causes of crime. So the root causes of crime are not the things which the police alone will be able to can resolve. But other departments, once they attend to those root causes of crime, they will make policing in this province easy, and it will make us a little bit stronger than how it is right now. Because, for example, in El Dorado Park, we do have a deployment of officers who are working there. Whether crime is committed or not, if it is committed, we respond and we arrest those people. But if the departments who are responsible for dealing with the root causes of crime are not addressing those things, it will remain a vicious cycle, which is never ending. So we call upon all the stakeholders to can also take their responsibility and do what it needs to be done by themselves.
And then just lastly, maybe on Okae Molao, the operations themselves, they've been ongoing, we know, on a weekly basis for a long period now. How would you view their successes, given that even the crime rate is still on the rise while your efforts in Okae Molao are continuous?
There are many success factors of this operation. One is that it is an integrated operation of which we have managed to do away with this fragmented approach or a silo approach which was prevailing in the province. As you can see here, even in this operation, we are complementing each other. It's integrated, it's all the law enforcement agencies of the province. They are here, each one of them, they are executing their mandate. So it's like a one-stop shop for policing. That's one of the things which it's a plus point for us. Number two is that even though the crime levels, obviously the crime levels of Gauteng, they will remain higher than any other crime levels in any other province because of obvious reasons. Gauteng, it's an economic hub. It attracts a lot of people to can come here. It is also having the highest population than any other provinces, and also you will see that, the informal settlement, the environmental design of this area, it is also not conducive for better policing. But working together as part of the initiative of Operation Okae Molao, we are able to can work together and address those issues. In the long run, crime, it will gradually go down. It has already went down, even though the figures are still very high. Take, for example, when we started in 2019, Gauteng as a province, it was contributing over 28% of the national crime figure of the country. But now, we are now going down to 27.3%. At the end of the day, we want to see the crime figure of Gauteng be lesser than the GDP of the province. So if we are generating 26% of the overall GDP of the country, crime contribution, it must be lesser than that. And we are working towards that. And these are some of the achievements of Operation Okae Molao. And when you look at our database, because when we started in our database of wanted suspects, especially the repeat offenders, we were having over 80,000 of the people who are listed there. But we have managed to reduce the number of the people who are on the wanted list to 44,000. So it clearly shows that there are some inroads, and the number of people whom we are arresting week in, week out, if we don't go out with this program of Okae Molao, it means these criminals, they'll have a field day, they'll continue to do as they wish, knowing that there's no policing which is actually happening in this province. And the surprise element of this operation, because people, they don't even know that where it's our next stop where we are going to conduct this operation. So in the long run, we are achieving our objective of this operation.
All right. Thank you very much, Commissioner. Let's let you continue with your work there. That is, of course, the Gauteng Police Commissioner, Elias Mawela, at Operation Okae Molao. Loosely translated, that means where is the law? Of course, we heard some of the plans from the Gauteng Premier yesterday, Panyaza Lesufi, on tightening and strengthening the reinforcements of police. That would include around 6,000 new boots on the ground, and as well as police visibility in every ward. Of course, spearheaded by the MEC of Safety and Security, Faith Mazibuko. Now let's take